What's up, deputies? Officer First 30 Minutes here. Thank you for everyone joining the stream. I can see everybody coming in. Today, we're taking a look at the latest update for EmergeNYC. We're on version 0.1.2, and I'll mention once again, this is pre-alpha gameplay. The game is still in very early stages. This latest update adds NYPD cars to the pack, so we're going to take a look at those. If you're interested in getting early access for yourself, I believe it's $50 on Steam, and after November 20th, there's a price cut to $35. So if you don't want to spend $50, I would advise you to wait till that price cut goes into effect, and then you'll be able to get the game for $35. Right now, what's available to us is just this tech demo. It's very, very glitchy. I was playing around with it earlier and still running into some problems. And I thought the best format would be to do a live stream. That way I can see feedback from you guys. If you have questions, try to answer them. Or if you want me to explore certain features of the game, I can try to take a look at it. But I will mention I'm still having issues with getting the settings to work. As you can see right now, I have everything as high as it can go. Look, this volume slider is way messed up, but I have everything as high as it can go. But once I get into the game, I don't know if it doesn't read these settings, but it seems to want to reset itself. And if you try to mess with the game quality or the texture qualities within the demo, you're going to run into a game crash. Your game will crash. At least that's how it is in my case. So let's go ahead, load up the quick play demo, and we'll take a look at it. There we go. I'm still getting the black screen issue. It doesn't seem to have been fixed in this patch. You'll get a black screen for, I've had it up to 30 seconds. Hey, what's going on, White Tiger? What's up, mate? What's going on, Briny Judge? I'm always interested in new police games. I will mention that this game was provided to me at no cost to myself, but I can, I'm not being paid to look at this game. I can make whatever statements or opinions that I want to. So I'll give you guys my full and honest opinion. I thought I did a pretty good job the first video I did a couple weeks ago, just laying out my thoughts on it and how I wasn't too impressed at what I was seeing so far. So then we've got this disclaimer text up here, and there are bugs, unfinished content, daily patches address bugs, and update incomplete content. So here's the menu. I've tried messing around with these settings. Nothing seems to have effect, but we will do it again. Don't go to game quality. That will freeze your game. So I'll set these real quick. But like I said, I haven't noticed any change when I actually do set them. Texture quality also, in my case, has frozen my game a few times. We're going to disable. And FPS, this game is not optimized. Of course, it's in alpha, but a lot of the times I'll get 30-something FPS while just driving around. Okay. I think that's good enough. So I can apply save settings. It doesn't really seem to do anything. I will note you need to, if you're playing the game, I would advise turning your volume all the way to the lower end of the scale. The sirens can be very, very loud. All right, so we're going to go ahead and toggle police vehicles, and we'll take a look at them. NYPD. There's a bunch of vehicles. I guess for copyright reasons, they can't use the real names of these vehicles. But of course, we've got the Crown Vic, some type of F-Series truck, Impala, Tahoe, Ford Police Interceptor Utility, Dodge Charger. We got the Ford Police Interceptor Sedan, and then a 2016 Ford Police Interceptor Utility. All right, so let's take a look at the options here. We have the smart panel, which is kind of cool. We can mess around with these light bar on the back. Use our directional if we want to tell traffic to go a certain way. It's just a cool feature. We've got the whale takedown lights, which is just your bright lights on the light bar. Priority siren. This seems to be functioning really well. I don't think there's a rumbler on this vehicle. And of course the horn. We got the horn. Yeah, it's been quite some time since I've live streamed. You know, it really depends on my schedule when I try to do it. I've not heard of Emergency Call 112. I'll have to look into that, but I haven't heard of that game. Okay, so we can edit our vehicle here in this menu. You can change the color, which changes this text towards the back of the vehicle. We've got highway patrol, service unit, police dog, keep back, so that's our canine unit. Critical response, we've got even an unmarked. That's cool. Unmarked white, unmarked black, silver, a bunch of different colors. Terrorism unit, counterterrorism unit, I should say. So that's pretty cool. We can have access to enabling and disabling spotlights. So that adds that spotlight. There's a lot of different light bars, which I really like. So let's change our light bars up. We've got our vector. Got the Vision SL plus the high res. You can have a message board so you can put custom messages. I don't know if the game will let you type in your own message, or they're just messages that are already been pre-programmed. Vision SL. Let's take a look at one of these message boards. I think they're pretty cool. Oh yeah, you can. So, hello, hi. He. That's kind of cool. It seems to kind of work. The text isn't automatically filling up this entire message board. Are there calls in this game yet? No, I don't believe. We'll do a little bit of driving around in a second, but I don't believe there are any call outs featured yet. You can customize your unit number, so 555. Let's take a look at what this light bar looks like in action. That's pretty cool. So J is your lights. It activates your patterns through the different stages. K, depending on the car, can sometimes enable secondary lights. There's also additional lighting. I was messing around with this earlier. I'm not sure what exactly this changes. If anyone knows, of course, leave me a comment. And you could do push bar or no push bar. Of course, some light bars are equipped with alley lights that will help light up an alley. I'm not sure if this one is. I'm not seeing any changes when I edit those settings. So let's drive this car around. Let's test it out. Of course, I is to start your vehicle. There we go. Oh my gosh. Yeah, like I said, very glitchy sometimes. This car is shaking. I don't know why it's shaking, but it's oh my. Oh, that's pretty rough. Yeah. A lot of the buildings don't even have textures on them. I have no idea why it's shaking so bad. Something with the physics of that vehicle are not quite right. Testing out our different sirens. Man, that's looking real rough. This changes. V will change your camera angle. Right now, it'll just go into this kind of camera that's on the front windshield. Very interesting. And you can zoom in with the middle bar. Yeah, that looks rough. I do like all the customization options though. I haven't really seen that in an emergency game lately, so that's pretty cool to see. All right, let's see if this will teleport us back over there. Yeah. All right, so our second vehicle is going to be this Impala, also known in the game as the NYPD Corvette Gazelle RMP. Very interesting name. As you can see, there's some type of texture glitching going on with the license plates. I think it's because it's trying to impose text over the license plate. I don't know. I just found that interesting. Let's see what we can do as far as customization on this car. Looks like a spotlight. So this is a slick top, and I'm changing the light bars, but nothing is changing. Probably because it's a slick top. Can do the same thing with the color. Probably do unmarked. Yeah, nothing seems to really be customizing on this Impala. Unless for some reason I'm still in a different vehicle. No, it should. There we go. Maybe this. Nope, still nothing. And traffic is very, very glitchy. You can edit also your traffic settings in one of the files. So let's drive around with the Impala, see if we're still experiencing that weird kind of texture glitch. Not texture glitch, but physics glitch. This one seems to drive a little bit better. So we can drive around the map, see what's available to us. A couple of the buildings have been textured since the last update. It looks like they're using real-life car models for the traffic. I see a couple BMW X Series vehicles. But there's not a lot in terms of variety. See a dump truck. Driving is a little bit glitchy. Hopefully this will have controller support at some point. Driving with the keyboard is not my preferred way of doing it. Yeah, Rumbler's not working on this vehicle either. You can't actually get out and walk around. Middle mouse button, now if you hit it, it toggles the camera, whether it'll follow the mouse or using the right click button on the mouse to spin it around. All right, let's take a look at our next vehicle. What? One of our cars is going off. Bizarre. I could hear it. the siren going off. What's going on, PMD? Good to see you, man. VW Golf, old Corvette. Yeah, those look like the other vehicles in this Alpha. We've got this Dodge Charger here. This is an old body style. Actually, this body style is 2 generations old. Looks like Spotlight. Once again, it's giving us options for the light bars, but it's only a slick top, so I'm a little confused on that. Maybe that Crown Vic is the only one that supports different light bars. I'm not too sure. We've got different... Yeah, nothing's changing. The push bars aren't changing either. Let's look at the lighting setup on this. We've got some LEDs in that front windshield, on the dash, and on the this front grille right here. Let's remove this number. Still glitching on the textures. Strobes in the back, LEDs in the back windshield. I wish we could get an interior look here. But we can't. I can't cycle the camera into the actual car at the moment. So let's test out how this drives. Looks like there is some type of day and night cycle going on, because it's getting darker out. Oh my gosh, look at that. I just saw the dump truck fly. Obviously, no type of damage collision is in the game right now. I can hit different vehicles and we're not seeing the car become damaged or anything like that. Let's toggle that menu. There we go. So we're just gonna drive around, see what else, see how far we can go. I haven't looked at the nighttime cycle, so I'll be curious to see how that looks. We can also change the weather. What is this? Look at that on the wall. Make it foggy, mostly cloudy. Looks like there's several different options they have planned. And I did see an update post just the other, oh, there's a post office truck. Did see an update the other day saying they were fully funded. They did a lot of fundraising for this game, and they have people working full-time on the game, so hopefully we'll see a lot more updates here. I think this is my car with the siren on it. Thank goodness. Any word on when the building models will be complete? Hybrid, I'm not sure. I know there are a lot of updates planned during this pre-access period of time. Oh, look, there's a Mercedes. Wait, is this a Mercedes C-Class? What is this? Or is this a Mitsubishi? I'm not sure. Some type of Nissan. Not sure what this car is. Looks like a Mercedes C-Class, but it also kind of looks like a Dodge Avenger. Seen the post trucks. We got some Land Rovers. We got the Golf. All right, we're gonna try out a different vehicle. Yeah, I'm just going completely through that. I'm getting about 34 FPS currently. You can't see it because my big head is blocking it. Yeah, first person. doesn't seem to be working as I would imagine. Here's our traffic settings. Can even make it none. We can put minimal on there. Yeah, minimal. When you adjust that, it does seem to help your FPS go up a little bit. All right. So we are now in the Ford Police Interceptor sedan, one of my favorite police cars. It's a BMW M4. That didn't look like an M4 to me. Once again, we're not... It looks like maybe that first Crown Vic is the only thing that's customizable. Nothing seems to be changing. Yeah, I highly recommend changing traffic to minimal because I've noticed a huge boost in FPS. It's much better now, much smoother. Here's our lighting setup. We got some strobes and the turn signals, LEDs and the grill LEDs, front windshield, as well as the back, and strobes in the reverse light. TB Crash, I've got a whole series, if you go to the bottom of my YouTube channel, on how to install everything related to LSPDFR. So I would recommend you checking that out, because I do get a lot of questions about that. All right, let's go ahead and drive this thing. Maybe this is not... There we go. There we go. We've got another textured building over here. Looks like it's Empire Plaza. I guess they put this in here so people could get an idea of what the buildings would look like fully textured. I don't think the Taurus sounds like this. Oh, I'm about to flip it. Sounds more like a truck to me. The Explorer is my favorite as well. I love the new Explorers. They look Range Rover-like to me. They're pretty awesome. I think this vehicle will be updated soon by Ford. I think we'll see a redesign in the coming years. Looks like spacebar is your handbrake. And I did get a lot of good suggestions from last video I did on this. Question mark, it shows you all your controls for different functions. CVPI all the way. Another good vehicle. All right, let's go back. Let's change our vehicle again. So that was that one. I don't know why our priority siren's going off on everything. So this one is the Tahoe. Also known as the Corvette Navajo. Very interesting. Looks like they removed all the badging that from the Chevy insignia. Can any of this be adjusted? Does anyone else have early access to this game? I know a few people on my friends list on Steam do. No, I don't think anything can be changed. It looks like the Crown Vic's the only one that's going to offer a light bar of any kind. And NYPD, they use, I guess they have blue lights. I've seen a couple of setups where it's just red and white. Yeah, and there's no type of directional lighting. What does takedown look like? Can we? Nope. I don't think we can do takedown on these slick top because there's no light bar. What's going on, Venom? All right, let's drive this Tahoe around, see how it performs. Oh wow, I actually can see the hood move up and down. I've not seen that on any other cars we've tested. That's cool. Oh, there we go. We'll also take a look at the EMS vehicles. We've got a Crown Vic taxi here. Driving is crazy. I'm still trying to get used to it. In this Tahoe, the other cars haven't been like this. It's got almost this weird shiny texture over it. Not sure what that is about. Use red in the front and red, blue in the rear. All white bar, the NYPD must have red and white. Unmarked cars have red, white, and blue. All right, that's what I was thinking. Because I've seen those NYPD white bars with only red and white. All right, so that was the Navajo. Let's go to the Discover, which is the Ford Police Interceptor utility. This looks like the 2013 to 2015 model year. Once again, none of the customizations working. Yep, you're right. Red and white in the front. This, I don't know if it's not functioning, but I'm not seeing any LEDs in the back of this car. Let's change the... So this is the day cycle right here, this slider. Let's drive this thing around. I don't know if this can be removed or not. Some funky shadows going on here. Okay, according to this, it's supposed to be 9:46 p.m. This looks like almost sunrise to me. Directional traffic advisor are for NYPD Highway Patrol. That's good to know. I was not aware of that. Oh, and there we go. We flipped it. Looks like if you flip, it will just respawn you right side up. Oh man, this car back here is... He looks stuck there. Wondering if we can hit him off or not. Yeah, no damage modeling on this one either. NYPD doing it right. Trying to assist this motorist. Can't get those rear tires on the road. We got you, buddy. Someone said this had calls in it, but I've not seen any type of calling or heard anything about that being featured. I would expect for it to be in the final release, though, because I'm not sure what else you would do if you weren't getting calls to go assist people. Nope. I don't think we can get him off. So let's go back to our vehicles. And this should be the new 2016 Ford Police Interceptor utility. Same deal, just a slick top. LED lights aren't working in the rear either. I'm wondering if the rumblers are just functional on the fire trucks and ambulances. I think in real life, NYPD does have rumblers on their police cars. Correct me if I'm wrong, though. Yeah, the physics are very wonky, very wonky. Early next year, I'm not 100% sure on a release date. But I would imagine sometime next year. All right, here's the truck. It's probably my favorite one. Look at this thing. That is sweet. Yeah, none of this is adjustable either. Man, that looks cool. So what exactly is this vehicle used for? It's got memory of a certain sergeant on there. Some part of the emergency squad. See how this thing drives. Don't tell me we can't get this thing to move. Wow, it doesn't seem to be turning on. There we go. All right, let's try it again. There we go. We're moving. We are moving. It's NYPD's equivalent of SWAT. That's cool. I always love to see emergency trucks. They're probably my favorite, and I think a lot of you would agree with me, because for LSPDFR, it's probably one of the more requested. There's a flip. Requested vehicles. Let's change the cycle here. So when I slide this bar, the time in the left-hand corner does not change at all. Trying to see if there's a way to remove this top left menu, open side menu. I don't see anything. Jenkins Jaden 314, thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it. Jaden coming in. Enjoy your badge. Enjoy your new emotes. Thank you for your support, man. Welcome to the deputy family. Man, my webcam seems to be lagging a little bit. Thank you, man. Hopefully you're enjoying this. You know, I've talked about it last episode I did about this early access that I want to see this game succeed. Right now, I'm still not impressed, but I want to follow the progress of this game. I want to watch it get better, and I want to watch it become an awesome game because there is a serious lack of quality police games in the marketplace, and you know, I think we're overdue for a really good one. All right, so that's all the NYPD vehicles that were added. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 vehicles were added. Let's go ahead, toggle the EMS vehicles, and we'll check some of those out. We've got a couple of ambulances, it looks like. I'm not sure if this was in last update. I want to say no. I want to say it was just fire vehicles for the initial release, but this is looks like a Ford F-350 maybe, or 450. Can these light bars be changed? I wonder if I'm doing this wrong, if these are adjustable or not, because this menu really hasn't changed since the Crown Vic. Right, none of the smart panel systems seem to be working with the ambulance. Emergency lights do work. And actually you can see the different stages we're going through. Stage 1, Stage 2, Stage 3. Let's go ahead and turn traffic completely off, so we get the best frame rate possible. Now I'm getting over 160 frames per second with traffic off. I don't know why traffic is such a big hog on the performance of this game, but it really is. NYPD and EMS were at it last night. Yes, that is correct. Okay, the smart panel doesn't work on the EMS, but the keys do work if you want to toggle the sirens like that. That's cool. That's the Y key. That is pretty cool. I like hitting it. The more you hit it, the can change the pitch a little bit. Probably not optimizing traffic, I guess, because it's not optimized at all. The ambulances and the trucks, in my opinion, drive the best. All right, let's go back to the other vehicles. We've got another ambulance. This looks like the Dodge version. That's cool. Yep, this one has the stages as well. Smart panel not functioning. Let's drive this one around. It's an older a Ram vehicle. That's cool. Sounds pretty good. I don't know if the sound is accurate on this one, but it does sound like a truck. I bet this is one of our other ambulances over here. What is the point of the game? Right now, the game's in early access, and the only thing you have the ability to do is kind of test the vehicles out. Some of them have customization options. You can drive around the map. But when the game releases, I know they want to have, you should have the ability to take call-outs and respond to things as fire, police, and EMS in New York City. But the game is in such early stages at the moment. Not a lot is possible. And this is all due to early access. I'll mention it again if you're just joining. This game's available for early access for $50. but I think after November 20th, there's going to be a price cut down to $35. So if you're kind of on the edge, but you still want to buy it, I would advise waiting for that price cut. Oh, we haven't been to this building before. 1251. Got some type of fountain. Guess we can drive in here. Oh man, that sounds terrible. So the backup little beep works, but it almost sounds distorted in a way. Coprock224, thank you for subscribing. Appreciate the support, man. Welcome to the Deputy family. Enjoy your badge and your 2 new emotes. Thank you, man. 2 new subscribers. Appreciate it, guys. Okay, we'll go ahead. We're going to hop into a different one. Let's check out the St. Mook's ambulance. So I'm wondering if they're just... Okay, that's a different ambulance. That looks like a older, maybe E-Series Ford ambulance. I was thinking maybe all the ambulances were just different skins depending on what station they were assigned to. But this lighting pattern looks a little different than that other Ram one we tested out. Oh yeah, it is. Yep, sure is. It's got all these LEDs right up here on the front of the box. Are these real hospitals? Is St. Mook's a real hospital in New York? I wish we could see the interior. Another thing is, so I have this game in, I have this game in full screen mode, but my mouse can actually go off the screen to my 2 side monitors. So sometimes I'll be rotating the camera and click off the game. That's why it minimizes. Ambulances and trucks definitely drive the best. It's not a real hospital. It's St. Luke's, so they just sounds like they just changed the name slightly. All right, here's the other one. This looks like a E-Series ambulance. The stages work really well on the ambulances. I'm impressed with that. A much shorter ambulance. Let's drive this sucker around. It looks so tiny compared to the other ones. And it feels a lot slower too. Feels a lot slower. Yeah, this thing is slow. I'm accelerating all the way, and this is maybe our top speed. Yeah, it sounds like they've changed the names of a lot of things. You know, there's no Ford, Chevy names in here. He's completely changed those. Let's change the weather up a little bit. Let's take a look at some thunderstorms. I can tell it got a lot darker, but I'm not hearing any thunder. Yeah, I don't know if they're still looking for help. I did mention there was a post not too long ago saying they had a full team working on it now since they reached their funding goals. I know we were getting rain earlier. Not noticing a difference. All right, let's hop into our next EMS vehicle. It's going to be the New York Freemason ambulance. Oh, look at this thing. Oh, that's cool. What is the purpose of this? Is this a light bar up here? Let's check it out. Yeah, what is this vent looking object right here on the front of the box? That is cool. I do like how the ambulances are different. AC unit? Maybe. Maybe that vents the stuff out of the AC. Looks like the consensus is AC in the chat. At first I almost thought it was a light bar. Air conditioner. Yeah, I think you guys are right. I can't see what else that would be. And I know, 2017 F-Series have come out and they've been redesigned a lot. I'm wondering when we'll see those in emergency vehicles, especially ambulances. Air cleaner. Yeah, this is a pretty cool one. It's probably my favorite vehicle so far. Let's go back to change time. Yeah, still a lot of work needed there on the day-night cycles, but yeah, I like this one. All right, so that was the first one. Let's see the second one. Looks like the E-Series truck again, the tiny one. I think this is similar to the other one. Let's see. Let me zoom in here. So we've got a light bar up top that goes straight across. Nope. Well, is it the same? It's slightly different. I don't know what these are right here below the light bar. Are those additional lights maybe? Yeah, it's a little different. All right, so can you guys identify what these are? Are these lights, like floodlights, or are these horns? Those are horns, yeah. Looking from the side, I can definitely tell those are horns now. Yeah, we've already looked through the 8 new NYPD vehicles, and if you missed any of that, of course, this stream will be uploaded to YouTube tonight when it is concluded. I actually do like these trucks. They're really slow, but they seem much more maneuverable because of the smaller size. That sound, in my opinion, sounds pretty accurate for this type of truck. So I am pleased about that. Based on the New York hospital. New York Freemason. Yeah, I'm not familiar with the hospitals in that region. I've never actually been to New York before. So that's cool. Let's see the next one. Change vehicle, EMS. We're going to do the last New York Freemason one and another, looks like a newer E-Series truck. Check out the lighting pattern on this thing. Oh yeah, it's much slower on the sides. I love how all the ambulances have different lighting equipment. That is really cool. So this is a newer version of the vehicle we just looked at. This one seems a little faster. Still pre-alpha, it is. Yeah, I really hope controller support's added. I hate driving with keyboard and mouse. It's not my favorite. Man, that crash noise sounds like it's from a PlayStation 1 game. It almost distorts a little bit there. It doesn't look like... Oh, we were able to get up there. I was going to see if we could get clearance or not. Oh, I think I might have gotten it stuck. Oh, yeah, I think we're stuck here. Awesome. All right, let's see. Let's go to the next one. Downtown Manhattan ambulance. Looks like another E-Series ambulance. Different flash pattern as well. So downtown Manhattan Hospital. What hospital could that be? Yeah, I wedged it. Oh. You think the Trump Tower will be in this game? I don't know, maybe. I was watching someone else play this, and they did mention that there are some real-life buildings being put into this game. They'll probably be called different, like you guys said, for copyright purposes, but as far as the look and, you know, height of the buildings, pretty similar to the real-life counterparts. And we're gonna flip. Nope, didn't flip. All right, let's see. The Beth Raphael ambulance, another E-Series. Oh, that's a cool flash pattern. Goes out from the center. Just two LEDs in the grill. This one feels super slow. I don't know why this one's so slow. This is my top speed. This is my top speed. Oh, what just happened? Where did our ambulance go? There we are. Not sure what just happened there. New York Downtown Hospital. Oh, good find, man. Top speed 25 miles per hour. This is our top speed. That doesn't seem right. I know somebody was talking about they added the New World Trade Center building into the game. I don't know where it would be on the map. There are some taller buildings back there, but I'm not too sure. Here are the different sirens. Yeah, I can activate those. Oh, wait. Now this menu's disappeared. I don't know how I got rid of it. Finally. Finally, and the smart siren has gone away. I don't know how I got rid of that. But I was trying to. Alright, okay, this is our second Beth Raphael ambulance. Oh, it's got the rotary style lights. That's cool. It's just got one lighting stage. That's old school right there. Yeah, no LEDs here. Well, that's cool to see at least one ambulance use those rotary style. Looks like the Beth Israel ambulance. I like that siren. Cool, man. All right, the last one in the list is the supervisor. This looks like a GMC Sierra. There's actually a model pretty similar to this. I'm wondering if they came from the same place that was in GTA 4 at one point. Pretty sure I did an episode on it. It's got these this rear white bar here as well. See how this drives. Man, this thing is long. It's got a different siren than the ambulances. Woo! I just hit the ignition again and made the vehicle jump a little bit. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I don't know if that sounds accurate. Yeah, it will be uploaded to YouTube. I already looked at the police vehicles. The fire vehicles, I don't think they've changed anything. They're just different engines. Yeah, the fire vehicles are the same. I didn't really look at them the first time, but we'll look at one of them since I didn't really explore this last time. So let's see what this one looks like. Oh my goodness. I think there is a way to does this one have first person view? Yes, it does. It's pretty slow. Oh, what happened to our tires disappeared for a second there. Man, that goes on forever. Certain ones have a ladder. E-extend ladder. QWE. Let's see what that's about. Raise ladder. Okay. Oh, we don't have a ladder on this one. So yeah, there are a lot of vehicles so far. I'm sure there are going to be more to come. I'm trying to find one with a ladder. Here, this one should have a ladder. See, steer left, move ladder left. G is to engage our ladder. So let's try that. I can hear it. Oh, there it goes. There's our ladder going up. So I think they featured at some point a mission where they had to use a ladder to get to the second story of a building for a fire. or to rescue somebody. I think there is a way to extend it. Yep, there's the ladder being extended. That's cool. And then we're back in the driver's seat now with the ladder extended. Let's drive around with the ladder fully extended. Oh my God. This would definitely clip any stoplights in the area. It'd be cool if you could run the fire hose through a car parked. That would be funny and pretty cool. Oh, I just hit that. I'm gonna try to hit that actually. I'm curious what's gonna happen. All right, guys, you ready? We're gonna run into this stoplight and we're gonna try to clip it. Here we go, full speed. Oh! Oh yeah, it will stop you. Oh, I'm stuck now. I've got the ladder stuck on top of this. Bring that sucker back down. That's pretty cool how you can get stuck on it. Truck will flip. No, it didn't flip. It just kind of got hung up on it. All right, so that's mainly the main features in the update. I appreciate you guys joining me on the live stream today. Big shout out to our 2 new subscribers. We got Jenkins Jaden 314 and Cop Rock 224. Thank you for subscribing. I do appreciate the support. The archive of this stream, it will be uploaded on the channel if you guys missed any of it for today's video. Thanks for hanging out with me. As more updates come out, we'll probably live stream them because I like this format. We can get feedback from you guys and we can test out certain things, and a lot of you guys know information that I do not know, so it is helpful in that regards. Thanks guys again for joining me on the stream, and I'll see you on the next episode.